Hey everyone! Last time on Majin in the Forsaken Kingdom, I ran out of time before getting into the Tiberius. So let's get inside there and find out what's in store.
I did great! Okay, I...
Alright, we're finally going to get the firepower. And that's a lot of enemies over in that direction, so I think I'll head over this way first. Come to think of it, I'm probably not much safer alone. Let's have the Majin follow me, just in case I need his talents. Certainly can't get to that fruit from here, but there is a bird waiting outside.
That's hot! I can feel the heat from over here. Over there, you can see some fruit that has the Majin's power sealed in it. If you let the Majin eat that, I bet his power of fire will come back.
That's the idea. So clearly I need to go up this way. And we've got a locked door down there. So what's up here? Enemies, which I was not stealthy in time to avoid. Alright, we'll just see what else is over this way. Got another bird up there. I'm just attracting everyone's attention here. This was not a good plan. Alright, let's just see if I can get to the lever and open this door. Not quite. Okay, let's just wait until these guys have forgotten about me and try to be a little sneakier. That was not sneakier. Okay, we got exploding barrels. Let's go ahead and take care of those guys safely. Did he just knock the barrel out of the way by shooting at it? Okay, well if the Majin's getting involved, I'm jumping down into the fray too.
Okay, I use lightning.
Yeah, he'll use the lightning when he's back on his feet. This is a lot of dudes I didn't want to have to deal with. Well, at least we've got him on the ropes, and we might even be able to get a finishing move in.
I kill you!
Well, that takes care of all of them. Yeah, this door doesn't seem to lead to our destination, but let's open it anyway.
I did great!
Clearly it's mainly there to block that eye.
I hungry. Need to eat more big fruit.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually. For now, I'm sure there was another purpose to this room. Well, at least that's something. Alright, nothing over there. I think I've got everything that I came in here for. And that's a path we'll need the firepower to get to. So I'll just leave the Majin next to the door once I figure out how to open it. Wait a second, no. I need him to get up this ledge! Try to save a little bit of time. Alright, so I couldn't make the jump over here. Maybe I can sneak up on this guy and kill him from behind. Nope. Alright, new plan. I'm gonna try to jump to this end of the ledge. Just missed. Well, I'll give it one more try. It might be possible, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna make that jump.
Fly away!
On the other hand, I found a way to deal with the enemies. Sort of. Oh. There he is! You knocked him behind the boxes!
Go away!
Quit doing that! I can't fight the guy if he's hiding back there. There's somebody I can hit. Well, at the very least, I'm not going to need to worry about stealth in the future.
Fly away!
Okay, so now I'm free to explore this area. Still no idea how I'm going to get up to that lever. But there may be some other things here that I can handle. Like that cracked wall. And I can also finally talk to Bird Friend. He's been waiting all this time.
I suppose the Tiberius was impervious to enemy arrows and stones. But 100 years have passed, so parts of it are getting weak now. Maybe you could break that wall down using gunpowder.
That's exactly what I was thinking. And having opened that door over there, I can carry the barrel across this bridge without getting shot at. I still hear enemies, and now I have no idea where they are. But as long as they're not here attacking me, I don't care.
Tepeu, you did great!
Okay, well that's still not getting the Majin over here. And there's not much I can do to that evil eye. I did see it though, thank you game. We get some experience here, but this isn't getting me any closer to that fruit. I think what I need to do is get the eye to shoot one of these exploding barrels and use it to blow up the wall. If I can get it close enough. Come on, shoot it. Alright, so now I've gotten to the fruit. But I can't carry it. I have to get the Majin to it. And we're really no closer to doing that, are we? Except for this ladder. I didn't even see that. This has to be the way to get to the lever. And yeah, I see chests over there. But I'm not gonna make this entire trip yet again. First priority, get the lever.
Tepeu, you did great!
And finally, we can get the Majin over to this side of the room. And now, I think the path to the fruit is pretty clear. We've just got that one eye to deal with, but really all we need to do is run past it and not get hit. And even if we do get hit, it's just a little bit of health. No big deal.
I have firepower again. I swallow fire now. Breathe out big, big flame.
Hey, are you sure you'll be fine eating all that darkness?
I hungry.
Humans were overtaken by the darkness, but he gets his strength by eating the darkness. So that's how it works.
And the healing sound goes all through the tutorial on how to use the firepower, which is annoying.
Air not clean here. Smells like burning. My lightning.
Alright, he's already forgotten about fire, and he's back to talking about lightning. Yeah, so we can move on from this point, but I think what I want to do is go back and get those chests that I skipped. So we'll just make sure he's standing out of the range of the lasers. And make the jumps from this upper ledge. We've got a piece of equipment out there. Here's the uniform part of that marine set we found earlier. I think that's the one that protects against the big dogs. And I'm just going to ignore that fella, because I can't really do anything about him anyway. One more little bit of experience, and it's time to move on past this wall of fire. Now, which side will he be coming down on? There we go. With the power of fire, he can just eat the stuff.
I did great!
I don't know what happened to the thing that was producing the fire, but who cares, it's gone. And we can also blow up these crates, but I got a feeling the boss is coming up pretty soon. So before we move on, let's go ahead and round up some of the stuff I couldn't get before because I didn't have the firepower. Like these crates back at the beginning of the volcanic area. Simple enough. And we get a bit of experience and the ability to pull this bridge out, which forms a bit of a shortcut. It's not a great shortcut, but it's there. I don't think I did a whole lot of fighting during this roundup, but I did some, and it was just enough for this. I also think there's a chest under that bridge that I missed. I'll have to get it later.
Ba'alim act like he helped the king, but always planning bad things.
And when night falls, we can get a couple of memory shards. This one way at the end of our path. And on the way there, we've got some of these alien ghost things inhabiting that big room with the pillars.
Go away. I go now.
I wanted to grind for a little bit of friendship experience,
Trouble. Help.
but I wasn't paying enough attention, and he can't do anything while they're attacking him.
No more power.
Yeah, when there are that many of them, probably best just to roar and get rid of them early. There's also a memory shard back in the Tiberius, and now I don't have to take the long way to get up here. Somehow he manages to get into a fight just after I've jumped down to the wrong side of the room.
I go now.
Let's not deal with those enemies, shall we? Alright, heading back in the other direction. There weren't as many things back this way that we needed the firepower to get, I don't think. I have seen a few more of those crates with a flame marking on them. And we can certainly blow them up. You also get to see what it looks like when Tepeu himself catches on fire. It doesn't hurt, it just lets you transfer the fire to enemies if you get near them. And now we get bombs, which we can use to blow up pretty much anything that the fire will destroy. This way we don't actually have to get the fire to it. We can just blow it up. Unfortunately, there's nothing in there to blow up. Now there was another crate with a fire marking up inside the tower, and I can't get the Majin to it. So I believe what you're supposed to do is bring the bomb up to the top of this bridge, which is about as close as you can get, light the fuse, jump down, and then throw the bomb at the crate inside the tower. It didn't occur to me at the time to do that. The best I could figure was to try jumping across on this platform. And as you can guess, the fuse is not nearly long enough for this. However, I think that may have been close enough, because when I went back into the tower, the crate wasn't there, and I was able to push this box out to the end of the bridge. This is, of course, the second half of the intended solution to the puzzle. And as difficult as it is to figure out, I think the reward is ultimately worth it. The Helm of Darkness increases my maximum HP, and that's a bonus I'm never going to turn down. Back in the warehouse, the memory shard is up at the top of this ladder. You hopefully recognize the place. This is that staircase that leads down to the elevator, which is our way of getting the Majin into the underground area. And of course, there was another power-up down here that we needed fire to get, largely because it is itself an upgrade to the firepower. And when you're just getting a new power, getting upgrades to it is pretty much the best thing. So to get the Majin down, first we need to get him up here. If you pull the lever, he'll usually just step onto the elevator, realizing that that's what you're intending him to do. Sometimes he doesn't get the hint. So the question is, will this enemy turn around before he spots us? Of course not. But he will run right past me to attack the Majin,
Thank you, Tepe-U.
and in my attempt to get him to breathe fire, I fed him a fruit. Which he didn't really need, but I'm not going to complain. So there's our destination, just at the top of this elevator.
Sorry. Can't do.
I think I gave him the command before the elevator had stopped moving.
It go well. Now we beat two. I wonder where Toki is.
And while this fruit may look too hot to handle, again, I can't be hurt by the Majin's flame no matter what.
I blow more stronger fire.
And finally, way back where we first entered this area, there was this path that I figured was going to be our way to the next area after this. And a rat that I didn't even notice while I was recording. I think it was just going to tell us that the Majin needs to eat the fire. We already know how to do that. And these flames will come back after a while, because you can see them still burning. I think I'm going to be just a little too slow to get the memory shard this time. But here we've got an archer to the left and a couple of these shield guys to the right. I'm going to deal with the archer first, just because he's annoying. But targeting the explosive eyes behind him is not as easy as it looks.
Go away.
That'll take care of him, though.
Go away.
And now that's the direction we want to go. If you move the targeting lock, it can be very finicky about locking on again. But we get a little bit more experience. And the true reward for coming up here, a lot more jumping. Pretty sure I can make these at least. And at the far side, the lever that opens a door I didn't even notice was there.
Tepe-U, you did great.
Can't even tell whether this is progress. When I know the boss is back at the Tiberius, this might be the way to the next area. No, it's just a little dead end in the room. And there's something on fire in the center. I don't know how that fruit avoided being burned, but we can eat it.
I can fight more and more.
Seeing you two reminds me of the legendary adventures of the first king and the Majin. Whoops, you're quick to get carried away. You're not a hero yet, human. And not all of the Majin's powers have returned yet.
Yeah, I think he meant to say he was getting carried away. But I honestly don't know.
Ouch.
Anyway, in this fight, I'm going to attempt to use the fire power. Because I've got it, but it hasn't really had a whole lot of combat application just yet. Problem is, the Majin is always too busy to use his power. Not that I can blame him, because I really hate these dogs.
I make fire.
So, up this way, we get to the bridges overlooking the place where we came into this area the first time, way back, with a couple of additional enemies. I'm gonna keep trying this. Alright, so I can occasionally manage stealth. And now, finally, we can get to these boxes with the fire symbol that we saw way back when I first climbed up the ladder to get here. Now we can get the Majin to the other side, and I might as well take advantage of the fire while it's there.
Go away.
And there's the final reward for this room, other than the memory shard that I missed. But how to get into it? Oh, well, obviously.
I did great.
That works.
My lightning's stronger now. Long time ago, when forests get on fire, I helped and absorbed lots of fires. I helpful. Tepeu good dancer, but I good dancer too. When darkness gone, I want to go to forest. Eat lots and lots of fruit.
And I think that's a good place to leave it. I'll be heading back to the Tiberius, and we'll pick up there next time. See ya for the boss fight.